See that? 104,000. More than you can sell in the first week with 3 Grammys.
Okay, loves, welcome back to Exoticteablog. I'm back with another video. Before we get into this one, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so every single time I post you be notified. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. Please hit the subscribe button and I love you. If it's any subscribers, y'all should keep doing it for me. I also love you guys too. Grab your cups because I'm about to spill the tea, and let's quickly get into today's video. Starting up with Megan Thee Stallion. Before we get into the whole Kanye West shading Nicki Minaj and shading female rap girls, let's quickly talk about Megan because there is a debate online about Megan Thee Stallion nose once again. Okay, so the cosmetic lane posted Megan Thee Stallion before and after picture, and he said, "Let's talk. Is this a rhinoplasty or just good makeup?" And somebody responded to the same makeup and weight loss. I don't think she got work done at all. Okay, so let me know how you feel about it down below in the comments. And I highly doubt this. Not because Nicki Minaj pointed it on Bigfoot. Okay, y'all know Nicki spilled the tea on Bigfoot about Megan Thee Stallion new news. But I think it's obvious Megan Thee Stallion has work done. Okay, I know the person that responded to this was a Megan Thee Stallion fan, and the Megan fans are coming to defend her, saying that she ain't got surgery, but Megan definitely got surgery, and I don't think it's only on the nose. Okay, look at her face. There is big difference between how she used to look then and how she used to look now. I'm not saying it's bad, but if you have eyes, you can see that Megan Thee Stallion definitely has work done. Okay, not to say she's ugly or whatever, she has work done, and not only on her nose. Okay, so I definitely agree that that's rhinoplasty. I'm not even dragging her for it. Okay, I'm just speaking facts. Okay, I'm not dragging her for it. Most of the Megan Stallion fans do not want to agree because they think, oh, people was going to be saying, oh, she's done a lot of plastic surgery. If you do surgery and you look good, at the end of the day, you look good and that's your money. Nobody's going to drag you for that. But one thing I don't like, when they hide or lie about their surgery. Okay, I don't like that. But Megan hasn't come out and say she didn't do surgery. It's just the fans. Okay, but with your eyes, you can tell that Megan has work done. Okay, before and after pictures can change. Okay, makeup is not always going to fix your nose. We can see the difference between the nose before and now. But you guys should let me know what you think down below in the comments. Moving over from there, Billboard rule change affects April 4th. Minimum price of album increase at all retailer. 7.99 for CDs, 7.99 for cassettes, 15.99 vinyls. Okay, and people was coming out to say Megan Thee Stallion is going to go through this in a hard way because Megan is used to reducing her album sales. Okay, sorry, the album amount. Okay, she's used to reducing how much it sold for, and she recently did this too. When her fans was trying to buy her album, Megan Act 2, so it was going to compete with Nicki on the iTunes chart because Nicki went number 2. She reduced this to $4.99, and Nicki was still selling for $9.99. Okay, basically 10. So I think Megan Thee Stallion, you wouldn't reduce it more than this anymore. Okay, I don't think this would only affect Megan Thee Stallion. I think it would affect some artists that do reduce their music because I know most artists they kind of discount their music so the fans is going to buy it and either help them chart. But Billboard is changing the rules, and if you do not follow the rules, you're not going to chart. Okay, so Megan and the Hotties might not be charting. Okay, they might not be charting after now. Maybe when she put out Act 3, the Hotties might not be broke. They might actually afford to get the album. But yeah, I think this is going to affect more artists, not just Megan Thee Stallion. Those artists that cannot afford to sell, they always reduce their project. I think it's going to affect them. But let me know. I don't think this would be Nicki's problem because the Barbs always buy and purchase. No shade to Megan, but we've seen you reduce your album several times. That is why they think it's going to affect you more. Now, moving over from there, let's talk about this real quick. So, Lizzo was getting called out for her song she put out. By the way, I told y'all the song is trash. I think it's so kitty boppy. She needs to hang it off the screen or go back to the drawing board. But Lizzo got called out by some fans and she responded saying Aretha and Whitney Houston got backlash for being too pop. And they kept going. And so I will. And somebody responded to this saying, weren't you calling yourself a rapper in 2019? What changed? So let me know how you feel about that down below in the comments. Lizzo definitely delusional. You compare yourself to Aretha Franklin, and Whitney Houston. Oh my God, Lizzo, you need to go outside and touch some grass. Okay, I know you're back to being real good. I think she looks better than how she used to look before. Okay, no, she looks better than how she used to look before, but you don't have to be this delusional. Don't compare yourself to Aretha Franklin and Whitney Houston. You a flop, you a chop. No shade. But let me know, do y'all think her song was trash? Let me know down below in the comments. Now, moving over from there to the queen of rap. So, Nicki Minaj remains the only female rapper in this decade to sell over 100,000 copies first week. Okay, so Nicki's Pink Friday 2 sold 228K first week. And like we discussed a few days ago on my previous video, they took away 100K off of Nicki album. So, it's technically 328K first week. All the way to Doja Cat's Scarlet album selling 72,000 first week. All the way to Gloria, the debut album, selling 69,000 first week. Glorious, and I think this is good. Okay, her debut album, you gagged. Megan Pagan, the album Act 1, sold 64,000 first week, lower than Traumazine. Okay, Traumazine came out before Megan Pagan, and that album sold 69. Megan sold 64 for the Megan album that had the Nicki Minaj diss on. Lotto, aka Scratch Off, sold 29,000 for her second studio album. Okay. Sexy Red sold 27,000 for, I think, In Sexy Red We Trust, or I think it's In Sexy Red We Trust. Okay, and this is pretty much good. Sexy Red, it wasn't that big when she put out this project. She's not still that big, but I think she would have sold up to 35K if she had put it out right now. JT sold 26,000 for City Cinderella. Okay, Doechii sold 11,000 for the rap album of the year, and Ice Spice sold 4.8K. Now I don't believe this. I think Ice Spice sold 28,000. I think she was behind Lotto. So I think this Ice Spice sales is fake. But anyways, Nicki's still winning. Now, crackhead Kanye is out here crashing out and he's putting out some tweets that are literally offensive, because I don't know why you had the audacity to put out this tweet. He said Cardi B replaced Nicki Minaj, Megan replaced Cardi B, Doja Cat replaced Megan, Doechii replaced Doja Cat after Doja started popping that Nazi-ish. Funny how similar Doja and Doechii name are. They had Lizzo to promote black obesity. I am really proud of Lizzo. She's an amazing talent and she taken her career, her life into her own hands. Okay, so he talking about Lizzo getting back in shape and stuff like that. But I'm trying to understand this slow crackhead. Okay, Kanye, you're receiving Donkey of the Decade, Donkey of the Century, Donkey of the Year, Donkey of the Day, Donkey of the Week, Donkey of the Month. So, how did Cardi B replace Nicki Minaj? This shit is funny. Megan didn't replace Cardi B either. Okay, but let's talk about how Cardi B replaced Nicki Minaj. This is funny. None of those hoes can replace Nicki, and I'm not saying it because I'm a barb. We talking about stats, they cannot pull up the stats like Nicki did. We talking about talent, they cannot do it like Nicki has done. We talking about fans, they don't have that. We talking about classic records, they don't have it. Okay, so crackhead Kanye, I think he needs to be locked up. Nurse, he escaped again. Okay, he escaped again. No shade. And Doja Cat definitely replaced Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, okay? I don't think Megan replaced Cardi B. Doja Cat replaced Megan and Cardi B. Doja is behind Nicki. Okay, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion are downtown of Lapiana's crates. No shade. And he said Doechii replaced Doja Cat. Doechii cannot replace Doja. No shade. Doechii's popping her shit. Doja ain't got music out. I don't think Doechii can actually outdo Doja Cat in real time. No shade. Doja also have the stats Doechii cannot pull up. So Kanye, you need to hang it off flat screen. Okay, you need to hang it off flat screen. I've been seeing his crash out, crashing about Kendrick Lamar, crashing out about Drake, crashing about a single thing. Y'all know when he goes back to this is crash out mode, he be saying anything, anytime. So I think Kanye, you need to hang it off flat screen. And I know he really mad at Nicki. Okay, I know he mad at Nicki. Didn't Nicki Minaj didn't agree to clear her song verse? Oh, sorry, his song. I think New Body verse, and he got mad. Imagine this man wanting Nicki to put out New Body when Nicki just put out a new album, Pink Friday 2. How slow. Okay, so that's why he's probably mad at Nicki. By the end of the day, I mean Kanye West needs to let it go. Okay, he needs to let it go. They need to investigate him if he's doing see okay. I think they need to investigate him on that because he just be coming on Twitter tweeting anything. Okay, he just be coming on Twitter tweeting any single thing. So yeah, Kanye West needs to be stopped, watched, and humbled. Okay, and for your information, Kanye, none of those hoes, none of those girls can replace the queen of rap. Nicki is here to stay, and she is staying good. Okay, she is staying good, and that's on period. But you guys should let me know how you feel about it down below in the comments. Do y'all feel like Kanye still mad at Nicki for not clearing the new body verse? Okay, I think that's the main reason of this crash out on Nicki Minaj. Moving over from there, he also called out the industrial plastic bag and he clowned her. He said, where Cardi B gonna be 10 years from now? They used her. Mind you, he had a collaboration with her a few years ago. Okay, so Kanye West really don't fuck with anybody. But after the collaboration, there was a clip that came out saying that came out of Kanye West that he basically said Cardi B was an industry plan. So yeah, I don't think he fucked with Cardi B. I think Cardi B begged for that Kanye West collaboration, thinking it was going to do shit for her, but it flopped. So I'm not about to drag him on this comment he made because I think it was kinda it made sense. Where is Cardi B going to be in the next 5 years? He's talking about 10 years. How delusional. Let's talk about 5 years. Okay, she already took what? 8, 9 years to put out a second studio album and the album's not out. Where is she going to be? Okay, where is she going to be? And he knows, and we all know that she only came to the rap scene, okay? They only pushed hard to the rap scene to take away Nicki, and they tried to take away Nicki's spot, but clearly she couldn't do it. Okay, so after they used her and she's flopping, they don't want to give her no payroll and stuff like that, and that's the main reason why she haven't put out that second studio album because she knows she's going to flop. Okay, she is trying to bargain behind the scenes on getting her payroll package back. So for me, I think in the next 5 years, Cardi B is going to move over from rap to acting or probably go back to the stripping pole. No shade. I don't think rap is for her. And she knows that shit for sure. That's why she been out here doing them influencer brown deal and stuff like that. She's not just focused on rap because she don't have talent and she don't have passion for it. No shade. Okay, by the end of the day, crackhead Kanye needs to be held. Okay, he needs to be held. He been out here crashing out for days, crashing out on Twitter, and I feel like celebrities should pay him dust. Okay, I feel like celebrities should pay him dust. He shouldn't be out here doing the absolute most, and they shouldn't give him the time of the day because if you do give him the time of the day, he's going to continue. But let me know, do y'all feel like Cardi B is going to be in the next 10 years? Let me know. Moving over from that now to Doechii. So it has now been announced that Doechii Alligator Bites Never Heals, aiming for the top 10 on the Billboard 200 for the first time ever with 44,000 units. Okay, so let me know how you feel about this down below in the comments. She added the anxiety song. Okay, how desperate. She added the anxiety song. She put out an extended version of the album, including the anxiety song that came out 5 years, only because she wanted to chart. No shade. She's seen all the comments about her selling 11K first week. Still doesn't change the first week sales. Okay, the debut. But anyways, this is good. Okay, so congratulations to Doechii selling 44,000. I don't think most of your rap girls can do it. Okay, Ice Spice, we basically just saw the list. Ice Spice, Scratch Off, Glorilla. Okay, Glow actually sells 9K. But most of the female rap girls cannot do this. So congratulations to Doechii. But I don't fuck with this. I feel like she's just trying to milk the anxiety song. Okay? The anxiety song is a TikTok song. Getting all this promotion and payola, I don't think it's that great. That's just my opinion. But I wouldn't hate on their sales. Okay, that's one thing I'm not going to do. I wouldn't hate on Doechii selling 44,000 to get back on the top 10 chart because, I mean, it's her first time on the top 10 charts, and female rap girls is not really selling like that. They just have only Nicki breaking 100K every time she drops. Nicki the only female rapper that's constantly doing 100K every single time she drops. So I mean, I wouldn't be mad at Doechii. But let me know. Do y'all feel like she's milking the anxiety song? Let me know down below in the comments. Lastly, Charlemagne the God react to UMG files motion to dismiss Drake lawsuits and on Kendrick Lamar Not Like Us record. Okay, so let me know how you feel about this down below in the comments. Charlemagne was out here hating on Drake per usual. He also made it known to the general public that he a number one Drake hater, which I actually know. He was also trying to say debunk the whole speculation about him being together with UMG. Some people was trying to say, oh, he was getting paid. He tried to debunk that. And also, he said Drake was being delusional. He is so a loser. Okay, he said a lot of things. So they even checked him. I think his group or his co-workers, they checked him. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think Drake needs to let it go. Just like I've been saying in my previous two videos, Drake just needs to let it go because people are going to be clowning him now. But that's just my opinion. You guys should let me know if you feel about it down below in the comments. I'm going to insert what Charlemagne said, okay, how he hated on Drake on the Breakfast Club. And at the end of the day, Charlemagne be getting paid from Rock Nation. If you do not know, he works for Rock Nation. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, I will insert what Charlemagne had to say so y'all can listen for yourself. And if you've gotten this far, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so every single time I post you'll be notified. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. And that's all for you now. Thanks for watching.
Universal Music Group has filed a motion to dismiss Drake's lawsuit that they filed. That Drake filed against them because of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. Now, this is the lawsuit where he's saying y'all put all this money behind Not Like Us. Y'all did all this wrong stuff to make this big. It's defamation and it hurt me, all that stuff, right? So they opened this lawsuit by saying instead of accepting the loss like the unbothered rap artist he often claims to be, he has sued his own record label in a misguided attempt to salvage his wounds. They point to the fact that Drake was outside too. He encouraged the feud. He participated. He dropped songs. He dropped a song while we were waiting for Kendrick to respond. I believe that was a tailor-made freestyle. Now, they also say Drake has been very pleased to use UMG's platform to promote tracks leveling similar attacks at Kendrick Lamar.
Duh.
Now, when I teased this last hour, I said I felt like these attorneys been listening to Charlemagne's Donkey of the Day. So what I went and did is I found some of the audio from your Donkey of the Days that I do believe
it's not Donkey of the Day, yo. It's
Donkey.
Donkey.
I'm from Delaware, Donkey.
Yeah, y'all say Donkey.
I don't say Donkey. I say Donkey.
All right, but go ahead.
Okay, so listen to this. Charlotte on Drake using the label tricks.
But even with Drake's huge fan base, don't think for 1 second, whatever the label UMG was doing to promote, Not Like Us, they were doing the same thing for you your whole career. Okay, if one of those diss records you put out would have taken off and been a cultural phenomenon like Not Like Us, the record label would have pushed that too. How would you be clowning Kendrick right now if Kendrick said, UMG, you didn't have to let Drake put that record out accusing me of beating my lady. You didn't have to let Drake put that record out saying my child isn't really mine. I'm trying to get you to see why you look like a complete and total sucker, Drake. There was a time when Drake was on the cover of every playlist on the browser page of Spotify. Okay, they did it with Apple too. I think it was called Scorpion Season or something like that. And he took over multiple playlists on the same day. All I'm saying, Aubrey, is stop acting like you haven't been the beneficiary of record label technology. I hear a lot of common sense. That's all I heard just now.
Now, in this lawsuit, they also directly mentioned that after losing the battle, Drake is now claiming that the song is defamatory, and they make it clear it is not, period. Let's take a listen to what they actually point to as defamatory in their lawsuit from the words of Charlamagne.
But here's the thing. The person who has the real defamation case in this situation is Kendrick's woman. Because Drake not only said Kendrick was beating on her, he said that Dave Free, Kendrick's business partner and friend, was the real father to one of Kendrick's kids. So if you're going to accuse somebody of defamation, you must first make sure you too aren't guilty of defamation, okay? Drake saying that Kendrick defamed him is indeed the pot calling the kettle beige, but that's not even why I'm giving him Donkey of the Day. Okay, I'm giving him Donkey of the Day because Drake is proving without a shadow of a doubt that he simply doesn't understand culture. I think you're trying to prove that we in cahoots. That me and the label.
I don't know what is
Sounds like
happening
you're on UMG's attorney
Yo,
team.
when I read this, I was like, this sounds so
That's what it sounds
familiar.
like. That's the story I'm going with.
They're like, bro.
Boogeyman, Charlamagne, yes. I'm just back behind the scenes, pulling all the strings,
I believe
aren't
it.
I?
I believe
No, they reminding the boy, like, remember you said all of this.
First of all, he's not the boy.
That's what they call him. They
He's
call
a
him
man. He's
boy.
over 40.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, you can argue about his age too.
Continue on, Lauren.
I mean, that's pretty much all I had. They also make sure that they mention that Drake had signed that petition for Young Thug where artists' lyrics shouldn't be used against them in like criminal filings and court filings. And they mentioned that the house that Kendrick used for Not Like Us, that like, you know, Drake was like, he showed my house. They're like, obviously that's a distorted image. And that nothing was said as a fact in any of these songs on both sides. That's what diss records are. They're not facts. They're, you know, you insinuate things, but they're not said as facts. So it's not defamation.
So they filed the motion. So did the judge answer the motion yet, or?
No, not yet. This was just filed Monday.
It's really just that simple. He's just a sore loser. That's it. And it's amazing how fast y'all want to make everybody a revolutionary. like y'all want Drake to be raging against the machine so bad. Y'all was on podcasts sounding all dramatic, saying, oh my God, UMG is going to kill Drake. Y'all so dramatic and dumb.
Crazy.
What you mean by kill Drake? What they were saying? What they mean?
That's what they were saying. Like, he's gonna end up missing.
Oh, they
gonna have an
thought
accident.
UMG was going to take him out.
Yes. Like, come on, cut it out, man.
I mean,
Drake and Party out here right now selling records, getting radio play, doing what they do. He's just a
going
sore
crazy
loser.
right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like I saw something yesterday. They was like, Nokia's charting at like number 6 or something with no radio play. Who not playing Nokia?
Well,
I hear him on the radio all the time.
Well, that's the mixes, but I think "Give Me a Hug" is like going to be a #1 record. But No Kid's climbing the charts.
Yeah.
It's a dope record.
I actually like Nokia better than Give Me a. Well, it's two different vibes, but like, yeah, I like the album. It's alright. It's cool.
when you start writing legal letters and motions,
I didn't do that.
it was so
Mine would
similar.
have been way better.
Oh my God.
I would have had some of that. I mean, that would have been in there, but I would have been throwing a lot more different jabs. I'd have been like, he's not a revolutionary Redbone. Okay, he wants to be R.B. Graham, Martin Luther King, so bad. Mine would have been.
What's wrong with you, man?
What's your issue? I know that I'm new here, but when did you start like hating Drake so bad? Revolutionary Redbone.
He always hated Drake. He
Why
always
it gotta
hated
be
Drake.
hate? Why can't it just be entertained?
You say you're the
No,
number
you
one
said
Drake
you're the
hater.
hater.
Yes.
Yeah, like that's what
I
you
am a
said.
hater of waffle-colored Negroes across the globe equally. Ask this guy. Nobody ever has remorse for envy. Ain't nobody ever got it worse than this my canary-colored comrade over here.
But Envy set himself up a lot, so that
Drake does it?
Yeah.
No, Envy got long
Yeah.
sleeves on today, though. He ain't set himself up today.
What's that mean?
Long sleeves.
His arms. Remember when he
What
had
about his arms? What about his arms, Lauren?
The video when he had the no arm shirt on.
What happened?
That
What
was the
happened?
only time I saw Envy set himself
But
up.
tell me,
And I
how did he
was
set
like,
himself up?
No,
all your
no.
arms
Lauren,
out?
tell me more.
No,
Lauren,
no,
tell me
no,
more.
no.